What's going on, guys? Clocky clocking and got a new deck for you. We're playing Dragonite EX, and in case you want to know where I get all the cards from, we're going to go through that at the beginning of every video now, because we're getting to the point where not every card is from the newest set, especially this one, but this deck is really good now because of the newest set, Wisdom of Sea and Sky, so we're going to get into some of these cards. The main thing with this deck is we're running only water energy, which is really cool. We get our electric energy from Pichu. So we're using 2 Pichus, and then we got a Cleffa in here to help find Pokemon, because it's free. These baby Pokemon essentially have no energy cost moves. I think the Pichu's from Lugia, I want to say. Yeah, it's from Lugia. Oh, here we go. I don't have this one. It's in Lugia. Pichu is what generates our electric energy, so since we're running water and electric, that's what we're relying on. You can use pretty much any Dragonite like evolution line that you want. This one in particular, I believe, is from the Eevee Grove. Yeah, and there's a Dragonair also in Eevee Grove. We're not using that one in this deck, mostly to help deal with Zeraora, or not Zeraora, Oricorio. But we're okay with, you know, Dragonair as is. And then we have Dragonite EX to start the show. This is a card that you get from, I want to say, Eevee Grove, yeah. So this thing's doing tons of damage. We use Lyra, which is also from the newest set, to switch her in and out, or switch Dragonite in and out when it gets damage done to it. We've got Guzma to help with clearing, like, if you happen to go against Charizard EX and you haven't done any damage to it, which is probably going to be how it plays out, and he has a Giant Cape on, that's 200 health. You're going to need Guzma, even though Dragonite EX is still doing a ton of damage. The other biggest part about this deck, too, is Elemental Switch, being able to store energy on stuff. You're not doing this too often, but if you don't pull Dratini right away, but you have like another basic Pokemon sitting on your bench, this is going to be your best bet to kind of transfer some of the electric energy you might be storing on like a different baby Pokemon onto the Dratini that's really going to need it to attack, because it's the only way you get electric energy pretty much through the Pichu. There are variations of this deck that run Zeraora. I don't like Zeraora because if you don't pull it turn 1, it is garbage. It doesn't do anything. It does 50 damage. It's like, yeah, you could store like, I don't know, you could like scapegoat it even, but it's not a good card in my opinion. You're better off running like I have Guzma in here, I have Red Card. I don't know if this is exactly like how everyone else likes to run it, but the main staples of this deck are the Dragonite EX, the Pichu, and the Lyras. You can kind of throw in whatever the heck else you want in besides that. You also need Rare Candy. Any stage 2 deck you run is going to really need Rare Candy. You get that in Celestial Guardians. I think it's in either one, either the Lion or the Bat. So I want to say Diamond packs. Yeah, from Space Time Smackdown Dialga packs. Other than that's going good with you. We have Cleffa start. And are we going first too? Goated. Honestly, not bad. Our hand's not great, but it's not the worst either. Ooh, Zubat. I don't have 2 Crobat EX. I've only pulled the full art. I don't have 2 of them. I wish I did. If I had 2, I'd be in a good spot. We're going to play this research, even though we're probably going to get red carded here. Actually, not a bad one. Not bad at all. In solo battles, I saw an expert level bot use Will and then not do anything with a coin flip. I think I saw that as well, Ari. There's no reason to really store energy, but we need Dratini, so let's just do Twinkly Call here. Perfect. We're probably gonna get Mars or red carded though. I already know. Okay, maybe red carded. I have 3 Skarmory EX. I'd give you one if we could trade. Trading should just be something I can do whenever the heck I want. We do lose Cleffa here, but that's okay. It's done its job. They got the Dratini for us, so we're okay with that. Let's see what else we can get. Okay, that's fine, I guess. But I have the feeling we're going to get, like I said, a Mars or red card's like right around the corner. Let's do the Pokeball and let them think we pulled Dratini. But we're probably going to pull the Pichu, right? Yeah, it's like the only other thing. Or no, we do have another Dratini sitting around for sure. We'll do this though. We'll do this. And then we have to hope we get Dragonite. Maybe they'll red card us into a Dragonite Rare Candy. That'd be great. I doubt it, but it's possible. We'll have to see. We have so many baby Pokemon in the deck just to help with Dragonite, like the Giga Impact reset. The way that you do the Giga Impact reset is it's, you know, you use the attack and then you can't use the next turn, but if you can swap the Pokemon in and out, you can use it again. So you use Lyra to swap because it doesn't count as a retreat, and then you retreat with like a baby Pokemon. It's a free retreat. Even if it's like the other Dratini that's in this deck, It only has a 1 retreat cost as long as you don't evolve it. We probably lose this because I don't know. They probably run Cyrus, right, in this deck? Do we really think they run... by the way, that was a brilliant top deck. Do we really think they run... they can't even do damage this turn, can they? Oh, they could hit us with Nihilego, I guess. That would take us out. I don't think they run Sabrina. I'd be surprised if they did. All right, so we got a Giga Impact. Taking out the Crobat, beautiful. We really need Lyra next turn. And we have to hope we don't get Sabrina. I don't think we do, because I'm pretty sure this deck only runs Cyrus, but I could be wrong. I mean, there's so many variations of this deck right now. The biggest, like, way this deck... I mean, just attack me, please. Silver? Haha, I don't have Lyra. You're looking for... I don't got it. She's not here. Knock, knock. Not Lyra. All right, relax. Can you evolve a baby Pokemon? No. Baby Pokemon are baby Pokemon. You can't evolve them. Okay, well, yeah, okay, you know what? Maybe the silver did hurt. Maybe that did affect me a little bit there. Cannot lie about that. I think we just end this turn, and then once again, hope they don't have Sabrina. If they do, we're screwed. If they don't, we win. There's no way they can knock us out here. Even if they had, like, the other Nihilego, we'd be fine. All right. That was good. That worked out. All right, that was a good way to show this deck off. It's way more consistent now, thanks to Pichu. It's so nice. Okay, we're going against... This one's interesting. This is like a Silvally ramp. You can use baby Pokemon to, like, pretty much ramp any colorless Pokemon. So, if you like a colorless Pokemon, you can use baby Pokemon with it to really ramp the heck out of it. Like, we can get hit with Silvally next turn. We probably will. We're probably in for a ride. Yeah, we're in for a ride. And that's okay. If we still might be able to build Dratini fast enough, but we have to hope and pray for pretty much the same match that we had last turn. I think we do research first, honestly, just to pull like Pichu's out of the deck, because we really need... Well, we need a specific basic, so the less basics in the deck, the better. So we're going to do research first. Okay, I see we milled out a Pichu. And then we're going to use a Pokeball and hopefully pull a Dratini. I've seen Macargo decks. Some of them are ridiculous. Okay, see, look at that. Order of operations, everybody. You'll have to see it. I might red card here, because I know they have Silvally, right? Get him out of here. I don't even know if that's a good red card, but, you know, if it gets rid of the Silvally, then I think it's a good red card. My opinion. What we can do here, and since we have the Pokemon we want, we're going to retreat into Pichu, put energy on Dratini, and then crackly toss an energy to Dratini. There you go, because we don't really need... Like, we could pull a Pokemon out of our deck. Like, Dragonite would be really nice, don't get me wrong. But having the energy sooner rather than later. Just in case we get, like, Sabrina, you know? It's always a good thing. Okay, so they still ended up picking up their Silvally. I love that for them. Fuller Magby? Nice, I love that. Trimming up a deck that uses stage 2 cards. Obviously using rare candies, but getting rid of one or both of the stage 1 cards. When I run stage 2s, I typically keep one copy of the stage 1. Mostly for the reason I mentioned earlier, where you really want, like, you want something like an answer to Oricorio in some way, shape, or form. If your stage 2 is like an EX especially. All right. We might do Cleffa. We'll start with Cleffa here, because if we get Dragonite, it's a free retreat. And then we get to call in our Dragonite if we need it. Hopefully we can just pull it. Now, Dragonair is definitely an option. I mean, we're almost guaranteed to pull Dragonite next turn, which is great. But we are probably going to hit with Sabrina here, and I'm going to be very sad. Man, if this did anywhere damage, I'd be considering it. We'll also have to do this and hope for no Sabrina. The deck definitely runs it. Okay, well, we got Dragonite. We just have to hope we don't lose that and we don't get Sabrina. They only have 3 cards. Silver. I don't have Lyra. They might have red card, but I don't know why you would run red card in a deck that really wants you to use supporters. That's Silvally's like whole deal, is using supporters. So all he knows is that next turn I'm hitting him. Otherwise, he didn't pull a supporter out of my hand, so. As Baron is Eevee Grove, we'll have to see. You didn't have a very good Eevee Grove experience. No, yeah, Harry, you're good. Most decks I've seen, they run 2. So, if we pull a basic here, I don't think I play it yet. Mostly because I don't want to get Sabrina into it. You're perfect. Okay, so we're gonna hold on to the Pichu for now. And we're gonna Giga Impact this turn. Because if they happen to pull Sabrina, and let's say they have Silvally, or let's just say they, you know, they just have Sabrina, and they go into this type null here, all it has to do is do a single quick blow and flip heads, and I lose. So we have to play around that knowledge for sure. If we can hit him here, though, we win. Like, as long as they don't... They're probably going to attack here. They won't have enough energy next turn to do anything to us, though. The thing is, we kind of need both Lyras to rotate. But I think we're good, because we clear 50 health on Zero Aura, too. So we have this. We got one of these. Hit him with it. Reset. Look at this. You retreat. Yeah! And then we would have hit him. Now, they would have had another turn, but like I said, they wouldn't have enough time to set up a Zero Aura and attack with it enough damage to knock me out. It's Eevee, great. Is this going to be Leafeon EX in a second? We really want, if we can get Pichu out immediately, that'd be great. Twinkly calling a half bad start, though. I just know it's going to get knocked out the turn after, and then we have to play Pichu to generate energy. I don't know, maybe there is some, like, truth to using Zero Aura in this deck. Maybe that's why people run one copy of it. I just don't feel like it's very... That's rude. Okay, well. Okay, well. Okay, well. It was rude, but thank you. If I could pull Dratini here... Oh, dang. That would have been funny, though. That would have been funny, though. That means we can put energy on stuff, though. This guy's running... you can run Will with Exeggutor and Leafeon EX. And Will makes sure you flip heads. And Exeggutor has a move that does 150 damage if you flip heads. Oh, it's pretty nuts. So I think we'll do Twinkly Call. I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll store this water energy on Pichu because we could need that. And then I think we do this here because we need your Dratini. What can I say? But we'll have Dragonite EX set up the turn after. We just have to hope that, like, the thing is with the Will coin flip decks is you have to pull Will. And sometimes Will can be at the very bottom of your deck. I think the deck with the least breakability in my own anecdotal experience is Superior Sylveon EX. It's okay. No, it's not. You could use Exeggutor EX Airy with Will, which is funny because it's just 80 damage right off. But no, it's the Alolan Exeggutor. I don't know if I specified that. I don't think I did. Which is a very different card. Oh, guys, I changed the energy. I did not do this, guys. This is actually goated. I didn't mean... Okay, look. Oh, man. This is actually good because I can pull, like, Dragonair out of the deck. Oh, no. We have Dratini and... we have what we need. I guess we could retreat. I don't want to pull too many cards out of my deck here. I think we just retreat into Pichu and just generate more energy. This is how it would normally work. Okay, you'd have to do this if I was running only water energy. Relax, relax. It should only be water energy. This is what you'd be doing anyway. Oh, man. So they got a little Exeggutor. They don't have enough energy to attack with it this turn, though, if they don't have Leafeon EX. Unless they have, like... I don't know. It's impossible. They'd have to have X speed and Will. There ain't no shot. Leave Cape. I barely know her Cape. We still do 180 damage, by the way, so I pray he puts this thing out. Go ahead. Send it out. Do it. If we pull Dragonair here, unironically, I will evolve to that instead of Dratini. Okay. Just to take the Eevee out. The other thing that's important to note here is that they also can't knock us out. We'll hold on to this Dratini for now. Well, we could take another turn to build. But then this goes on and on and on and on and on. Well, is that a bad thing, though? We do have to go through so many prizes here. Okay, you know what we do, actually? Instead of sending out the Dragonite EX right away, I think what I'll do is instead is set up another Dratini here. I'm waiting for them to pull this Leafeon EX out, because if they do, that turns this from a... I have to knock out 3 Pokemon to I have to knock out 2 Pokemon. So we'll see. Okay. I'm doing the Seth Rogen laugh, I just realized. This fool has played right into my trap. And he has Exeggutor EX. Ari, this is gross. Ari, you're right. This is gross. I agree. Put it on the Exeggutor, you coward. Oh my god. Is he really gonna let me knock out the Leafeon EX here? What are you gonna do, brother? What is going on? I don't think this guy's thinking with his brain. He's probably gonna retreat to the Eevee. If he does that, I'm just gonna build more energy straight up. On God. Or you know what I'll do? I'll probably flip to Cleffa, and with Cleffa I can pull like Dragonair out of the deck. On God. And then this turn we'll put a water energy on the Dratini. What is this guy doing? Is he like going, oh, he's probably going, oh no! Yeah, see Eevee again. I've made a mistake. Yes, you have. You have made a mistake. You fool. You fool. We're gonna go into Cleffa here. They don't know what they're doing. You can tell they don't know what they're doing because they're making some weird plays here. Alright, there's Dragonair. The reason why I want Dragonair is because I want to be able to flip into it and attack. Because then what they put in next, we can hit with Dragonite, and we just pretty much win. Come on. Would you lend up? We also don't have Lyra, so we're kind of biding our time until that as well. So we're totally fine with waiting as long as we need to here. They're probably like, oh yeah, we're making the first move. But like, if we hit this Eevee here and knock it out for one, because we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Oh man, because they still only get one prize here. We retreat into this and do one of these. And then I think we Giant Cape here because why do we Giant Cape here? Nothing knocks us out. So I think Giant Cape will just fall onto for now. We'll probably put that on the Dragonite EX here in a second. But then we just Tail Smack. We get knocked out by the Alolan Exeggutor and Will here. I know that's going to happen. That's 100% what's going to happen here. But then we knock that thing out, and in knocking that out, they don't really have anything else they can really use to, like, hurt us. We could have evolved into Dragonite EX there, don't get me wrong, and it would tank the hit here. But then the issue is, like, we have, like, 2 Dragonite EX that are hurt. And this kind of lets us play around like a Sabrina, possibly. That's fine. Knew that was going to happen. How did I know? Because we knocked this Exeggutor out now, and they don't have, like, any damage. Like, they don't have enough energy. I mean, they can attack with Leafeon EX, but that's only 70 damage. Exeggutor can at most do 80 damage. You know, like, we're in a pretty good spot. And if they Sabrina to any of our baby Pokemon in the back, they can only do that once. And all we need is one turn. I think we Giant Cape. Is there anything here that, like, I would want to Giant Cape? I guess we can Giant Cape one of the baby Pokemon. Because I don't think we get knocked out from anything. Like, if we use Giant Cape on Dragonite EX to help it live longer, I don't think that matters much. I would almost rather do this. Just in case, like, Alolan Exeggutor comes out and they try to stomp me. This is something that would definitely mess me up. We're also going to hold on to this Guzma. Because we could be getting Guzma'd here any minute. Yeah, I'll just put that on here, why not? And then this Elemental Switch we'll hold on to, and I think we just attack. A one prize card with 180 HP is kind of wild to see, like, visually. It's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. Leaf Cape is strong, for sure. I think we did a pretty good job handling this, though. Like I said, they could Sabrina us here, but then, like, Sabrina also benefits us extremely. We don't have Lyra. They don't know that, though. I hope we get Silvered here. Because if we get Silvered here, they're just going to pull the Guzma out of our deck, and we don't care about that. They're going to think we have Lyra. The thing is, though, they can give it back to us. We did have that happen one time. But I think we win here because we tank. We tank another hit from Exeggutor EX or Leafeon EX. So I think we pretty much just win even without the Lyra. We could... Oh, no, we can't, like, switch anyway, other way here. That's pretty much all we got. Alright, I think we just, we end our turn. We could get Sabrina here, but it really doesn't matter. Because they only get one prize off of it, and then a Dragonite EX comes back in and punches. They don't have anything that can do enough damage to knock us out. Tropical Swing in a red does, you know, 100. Leafeon EX can do 90. Sabrina here wouldn't affect us too much. We're in a good spot. A Leaf Cape here would screw us up, but we got Guzma. They should have put the Leaf Cape on this Exeggutor, because then it would have 190 health, which would clear our Giga Impact. So the cape should have been on this Exeggutor EX, but they made a grave error, a grave mistake in their calculations, and we win. Sorry about the energy being the wrong energy there, but it really didn't affect what happened there. Like, we would have still played the same, done all the same moves pretty much. Well, there you are. Love to see it. Pichu start is golden if we can pull Dratini. That'd be so good. Well, let's not hope we're not going against Eevee EX here. All right. Interesting. We love Togepi. I really do want to make like Tyrogue is pretty good right now because of Eevees. Any fighting type deck. I don't have any Dawn fans. Oof, God, we're cooking. We're cooking in the kitchen. You love to see this. Turn 1 correctly toss onto your Dratini. And we have Dragonair, so we can evolve just into that next turn if we want to. So we don't have to wait on a rare candy Dragonite. We can just do Dragonite. Now, there is something to say about the Dragonair that is like weaker than this one. Has a little bit less health. Because you could use it, like this turn we'd be able to use it. Because we just have to put energy on the Dratini. And then it has like a move that does, I think, 60 damage for a water and an electric energy. Oh no, my attack's doing less damage. That's the worst. We'll play research first because we could get rare candy Dragonite. Okay, well, we almost did. We'll do this now. And then we will generate more energy onto our Dragonair. We'll probably get hit with a... Oh, we don't have any more basic Pokemon. Duh. That's okay. Forgot about that. We're fine. That's kind of the other reason why we have elemental switches is you can store energy on like baby Pokemon you're not using, and then you can send the energy up that way as well, which is nice. Because they have free retreat costs, so they hold any energy that you give them. So you could store energy to something, switch to it, pull Dratini, flip, should send the energy to Dratini for whatever reason, you know. It's pretty nice. Next turn we do retreat into Dragonair. And we swing. The energy's probably gonna go to Sylveon here. If I had to guess, that's what I would do. He's probably like, I want to play Togekiss and I need 3 psychic energy. The thing is with Togekiss, oh my god, you're really just, what are you doing though? You know I attack next turn, right? Oh, you're gonna retreat. That's smart. That's smart, but I do be swinging the turn after this, and you can't do anything the turn after this. Oh my god, I just be swinging for the fences this turn, in fact. I am swinging right into the fences. Right into your Sylveon EX. Sorry, you're not doing anything this turn. I hate to tell you. And we have Lyra. We just have to hope they don't knock it out of our hand, which, I mean, they could. We could definitely get hit with Mars this turn. They have a lot of cards. But even if they like get rid of something this turn, I'm not really that worried because they won't be able to do much damage with Togekiss yet. They're really trying to get to Togekiss though, so they can like, I don't know. Like if I use Giga Impact and it gets blocked with Togekiss's ability, am I just sitting in the, you know, am I sitting in the stands again? I guess so, right? But that's okay though. We have 2 Lyras. But we need to be attacked for Lyra to work. So I wonder what they'll do here. Not the Sabrina. That we get to do the attack next turn though. Oh no, why? No, we just win now. Even we have Lyra, but if we didn't have Lyra, we just get to, yeah. Oh man, that's good. People forget it. I guess, I don't know. I understand someone forgetting that, like, you know, if you switch the Pokemon that says it can't attack, the next turn it can attack.